guys, welcome to the studio. I'm about to start on a brand new piece. As you can see, I've got this big, beautiful white canvas beside me. I thought I would take you through the process. I don't do too many of these, so just bear with me. You'll get that later. I did a preliminary sketch last night to see how I wanted to sort of pull the background. It may not end up looking like this, but I think that's more or less the direction we will go. As I go through my edits, I thought I would make up a quick little list of some questions I'm anticipating. Some things I never really clarified while I was filming, because you can't really think of everything. But I am working on a 24-inch by 30-inch canvas here. You may notice that I kind of go over the areas numerous times. That's totally fine. With acrylics, you really do work in layers, and the first layer doesn't matter too much. It's just gonna help create different depths throughout the painting anyway. So you can go over it and over it. This method that I use, I wait for each layer to dry, so each layer is very, very thin. I do use a cosmetic brush to help keep it nice and light, so dry times are quick and I can go over the area as I see fit. At one point in here, right here, I started spraying just water on my canvas. I felt like the background was feeling really, really tight and I needed to just force the paint to move a little. In the end, I go over all these drips anyway. The drips don't stay, but it really did help me let go of just the forced shapes, I suppose. All right, so we are on day 3 of this piece. It's been a slow go, just life happening. We just had our Canadian Thanksgiving. Yeah, so lots of family stuff going on. Today I am going to get into the bear. So it's still rough, but I want to bring some details in here now. So come along and watch that. I do have to laugh at myself here. When you're referencing a photograph, you're really looking at your phone more than the canvas, or at least 50-50, so the head shakes with a time lapse just look ridiculous. So yes, I am aware and I can absolutely laugh at myself. So I went ahead and did some work without recording. Kind of just, I had a busy week. We weren't feeling too great in my house. But I did get a lot of details in and I'm really excited about it and I'm excited to share with you. I will time lapse some more of my detailed work so you get a good idea of how I do it. Ultimately, there's just so many layers when it comes to acrylic painting, and yeah, especially when you're working on fur, at least with my process. I like to really layer it. So I do work a lot of back and forth between the midtones and the highlights, and creating that depth. So a lot of the black here that you see for the depth is not just straight black, it's actually a good amount of blue and red mixed into the black. Sometimes both, sometimes just one or the other, depending on how warm I want it to feel. But yeah, we've done a lot of details. I'm gonna work more on the fur this morning and see how far we can get. Another question that came up as I was watching back, the shades of blue or red that I mix into the black are usually Prussian and phthalo blue. And then for the reds, it's usually a cadmium or a crimson. Now, there's no real science to this in my perspective. I mix so many colors all the time, and I just work with it. But the reds make it a little bit warmer and the blues a little bit colder, just depending on which way you're wanting your painting to go. Now adding those colors really do add some depth instead of keeping the black flat. So it makes a big, big difference in the end. All right, so we are finished, but also not quite finished. I still need to take all my photographs. I need to figure out a name for this sweet bear. Thank you all for coming and watching. Hopefully I can make a few more of these and I'll get a little bit better at them each time, I'm sure. So difficult, but I'm glad I have the space to do it, and I appreciate you so much. If you could like, follow, subscribe, that would mean the world to me, and we'll see you in the next one.